Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So on the Ether chart, the situation is pretty much unchanged. Ether has followed through to the downside in contrast to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just moving sideways, but Ether seems to be rolling down the hill. And that's basically in line with our yellow wave count, which is the primary scenario. As I explained to you, there are different ways of how the yellow wave count could play out. I'm not happy with the microstructure there, but even this microstructure that we've got there, which assumes the entire move down is an ending diagonal in wave C, would probably take a while to play out, to be honest. So Ether reacted to resistance, seems to be rolling down. That's what we wanted from Bitcoin as well, but Bitcoin, as you know, is not really behaving at the moment, in contrast to most of the altcoins that are behaving well. For most altcoins, we're still watching for new lows, whereas ETH is doing that as well, and Bitcoin isn't. So most altcoins are behaving, ETH is behaving for now, and Bitcoin isn't. So what do we expect from Ether? Ether should go lower. At the moment, this could be wave 3 of A of 5, if you're wondering why ABC. Two things to mention here. So first of all, if it's an ending diagonal, each of the subwaves needs to be an ABC. And also what I want to mention is that an A wave can also be a 3-wave move. So I'm not sure if we get 5 waves in wave A or 3 waves. That's going to be a bit difficult to identify, to predict. You can't predict it really. So we just need to be on the lookout for further clues along the way. But for now, it's ideally targeting here the 1530 level. So as long as we stay below the Tuesday high, which was here the 50% retracement level in our resistance area at 1605, as long as we stay below that level, the focus should be on lower in the yellow wave structure. It's not entirely impulsive what's happening here to the downside, but we'll see how it plays out. Overall, trend is down. Ideally it's just following through. It's obviously hard to say with Bitcoin not behaving. Also be aware that we are very close to key support 1530, but overall this yellow wave count should take us closer to 1450 in the coming days and weeks. You never know how quickly something like that happens. Sometimes you see a very radical drop to the downside. We haven't had that for a while. Rather, both Bitcoin and Ethereum are just moving in slow motion at the moment, as it seems. We also wanted to take a look at the VRVP, the volume profile. And I just wanted to take a look at specifically this price action down there, just to understand where do we have volume spikes and where is it going to be difficult for the price to move through. So probably not the best setting here. Okay, so no, not that. Let's zoom in a little bit into the action that matters. So the good news is for us who basically would prefer further downside, it seems like most of the price action played out up here. So we have crossed below most of the difficult regions, right? As you can see here, if we zoom out a little bit, it has been very difficult for the price to really go lower in recent weeks. It's been this constant up and down. And now we seem to be manifesting below the point of control. So that's highly interesting. If you see the red line, that's the point of control. That's the price within this time range at which the price was traded most of the time, 1635, highest volume around that price. This can act as resistance, and it did that recently here. That was on Monday, actually, with this spike. The spike actually touched the point of control and broke down. So I think we have a good chance that this is finally continuation to the downside, because it means, high volume means choppy price action. Now we are below that, and we've even crossed below this last spike on the volume profile. So there is not too much left. So ideally, we are finally coming down. Those are sort of the infos that we get from the VRVP. And overall, Let's just see if this plays out now. Against today's high, we can focus on lower. And next support would be 1530 and then 1453 as next key target. But yeah, ETH can always surprise still in this price region, but ETH seems much weaker than Bitcoin. That's my update about ETH. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.